Hello campers, I want to show you one more activity and then I want you to create a variation on one of the activities that we've done. Okay, so I'm going to go back into Thonny. Open a new page. I'm going to import the turtle library. And then I'm going to give, now you'll notice that I set t equal to the pen. So I have a pen, but this time I'm going to add a pen color and I'm going to choose red. Oops. And then I'm going to create another loop for x in range 100, which means that everything under the loop is going to get repeated 100 times. T forward x. And then I'm going to tell it to turn left 91 degrees like we did previously in this one. Okay. So really the only thing I've done differently here is give the pen a color. I'm going to call this square spiral 3. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and run it. And there we see the same pinwheel spiral is being created, except this time I've changed the color. Now I know that this might seem really basic to some of you, or maybe all of you. The idea here is that we're getting some basic ideas so that next week when we're doing the Minecraft programming, it will be you'll have some gotten warmed up, as it were. Okay. Okay, so now what I want you to do is, the activities we've done so far this week have been very, I give you the code and then you reproduce it and then you create, you run it, okay? And that was really just to get a sense of how the code worked. But now what I want to do is I want to take this square spiral 3 and I'm going to create a new program off of it. Just change some things in it myself. Okay, so, and I'm going to want you to do the same thing and change, say, 3 things. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Let me close that. And I'm going to change the color. So I'll change it to blue. And I'm going to change it to turn right instead of left. And I'm going to change it to 90 degrees. That's just an example. You can do something else. I'm going to save this as a new thing, actually. So I'll call it spiral change. You could call it something else, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and run it. And really what I'm getting here is something like the original square spiral, except instead of turning left, I'm turning right. I also changed the number of degrees from 1 to 90, so that's why I was back to the original one, because if you remember, the original one was making just 90-degree turns. Okay, so you go ahead now and you do square spiral 3, like I did, and then change 3 things about the program, and go ahead and run it, and then post a screenshot of what you run to the forum. But before you do that, I just want to point one other thing out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just back on my Mac now. And I'll post this link that you see here in the description on the video, below the video on YouTube. So when you're changing colors on your program, you the Turtle library gives you a ton of different colors that you can choose, which you'll see some of here. So you can express. We didn't talk about red, green, blue values because this is just a introductory camp, and that would be a whole conversation unto itself. But you can put in the names of these colors as I did and change up your program. So when you're going to change the color, make sure you come to this website. And as I say, I'll put it in the description. Um, Now, I also want to say if you have any problems when you're doing it, don't feel shy to post a screenshot of the error you get if you can't figure out how to get through it. And either I or someone else in the class even can try to jump in and troubleshoot your code. Okay? So remember not to overthink things, guys, because the idea here is to have fun while we learn about the Pi and learn some basic things about programming. It's not to get overly stressed out and so forth. All right, so go ahead and give that a shot and post your screenshot when you have something to post. Okay, bye-bye.